The new California Republic, often abbreviated to the NCR, is a federal republic founded in 2189 Anno Domini, with its roots in the settlement of Shady Sands, a settlement which one day becomes the capital of the NCR. Established by survivors from Vault 15, it embodies the ideals of pre-war America, emphasizing the values of freedom, civil rights, and the rule of law. The NCR grew into a sprawling nation, with a functioning government modeled after the pre-war republic. While it prides itself on protecting its myriad citizens from discrimination, it struggles with corruption.
There's a long list of grievances that Heck Gunderson's got to answer for, kid. I'm here to make sure that rancher stops stealing our lands. If he ain't chiseling behind your back, he just sends his men ready for a fight. Then you either sell your ranch for a penny, or you're dead. What more you want? He's a slithering snake, what he is. One of the biggest landowners this side of the Colorado, and it's all stolen, I tell you. All that money buys him any NCR senators he wants. Scoundrels like Heck. There's just no way for us small folks to get by, much less prosper, kid.
Bureaucratic bloat and overextension of its borders. As for America's only known attempt at somewhat successfully reclaiming American civilization, the NCR have their own problems when it comes to drinkable water. It is not just the exhausted Mojave troopers who need to be fed and watered either, but potentially millions of citizens, their crops, and their livestock. Nation-sized factions have nation-sized bellies, with a thirst to match. Though Project Purity exists at the time of the NCR, and according to Deacon, regularly exports water, it exists on the other side of the continent.
Capital wasteland. Exports purified water, some decent tech. Oh, and an insane suicidal cult that worships radiation.
It is unlikely their water makes it westward enough to reach the Legion, let alone the West Coast. However, Arcade Gannon was reportedly born in the Capital Wasteland, and ED has survived a trek from Chicago, around 1,500 miles away, or approximately 2,500 kilometers away, if changing the measurement helps. Despite these great feats, there is no evidence of trade reaching New Vegas from the Capital Wasteland, or anywhere else on the East Coast. Therefore, they must be considered as isolated incidents, with nothing akin to Project Purity anywhere within reach to make up for a lack of industrial scale. Water purification technology, the NCR is left with limited options for drinkable water. What we do know about NCR water sources comes from Chief Hanlon. He remarks on the NCR draining lakes and aquifers out in California to satiate the nation's growing need for radiation-free water.
Back west, you don't see too many of these. Lakes, I mean. Natural or man-made. Any kind, really. We neglected the dams or pumped all the water out a long time ago. Owens, Isabella, the San Luis. Drained the aquifers of everything they had. Just a lot of mud and dust now. It's a different feeling watching the sun come up over the water. It takes some getting used to.
However, he can be considered an unreliable source on account of his fabricated radio reports in his effort to sabotage the NCR war efforts. His own faction.
You have you? Misdirection. When you're pinned down, outnumbered, and 2 days from any help, it's just about the best friend you can have. The Legion is the worst enemy we've ever faced. But we can't stop Caesar here. Not without getting a lot of good people killed.
Therefore, it is also overwhelmingly likely that he lied about these lakes as well, for demoralization propaganda purposes. Unfortunately, so is Deacon. Though his reasons for being a pathological liar are more convoluted, it doesn't make him any less of a liar.
If you expect me to believe you, I want proof.
All right, you got me. No fooling you, huh? Don't take it personally. I lie to everyone.
Is that really why you lied to me?
I'm supposed to be showing you the ropes in the railroad, so let's just say this is lesson, well, whatever number we're at. The bitch of the problem is recognizing the 90% of the time someone's on the up and up, and the 10% of the time you're being played. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show.
Do you really think I'm gonna fall for this?
Fall for what? Haven't you noticed that when I say the word Desdemona, it does a 180?
You've lied to me at least once. This is just more of the same.
Yeah, you got me.
I don't need any more of your lies.
Then boy, did you choose the wrong traveling companion.
So what happened to my family? I can understand.
I thought you might. I don't even know why I lie, but I can't tell the truth.
As such, anything he says must be taken with a grain of salt. Lastly, there is no mention anywhere of old-world water purification plants being repaired, and it is beyond unlikely any would have survived the Great War. Any scientific achievements they do possess stem from the followers of the apocalypse, and they're not exactly on good terms.
So the followers go their own way now. The NCR and the followers have a cool relationship at the moment. We see them as oppressive, and they view us as anarchists.
Which begs the point. Where and how is NCR sourcing their water? Or, more importantly, for later, where are the people who live in California and the surrounding areas, finding water that isn't just clean enough to drink, but free of radiation? Especially if we assume large bodies of clean water can even exist in Fallout's America. Considering the scale of nuclear bombardment, nuclear fallout has a habit of being easily moved around. But we'll get to that.